Have you ever heard of a robbery so nearly perfect that the FBI spent 6 whole years hunting down the criminals? Today, Heist takes you back to 1950 and the Brinks robbery, an infamous heist stealing $2.7 million, known as the crime of the century. Here is the full story. The gang consisted of 11 men, led by Joseph Big Joe Furmanao, an experienced criminal. They planned for nearly 2 years, gathering every detail about Brinks, from money transport schedules, employee shifts, to the building's lock system. They even made duplicate keys based on one stolen from a former employee. Their preparation was incredibly meticulous. They rehearsed escape routes, timed every move, and practiced wearing masks to avoid being recognized. Every step was carefully calculated to the smallest detail. On January 17, 1950, around 7:30 p.m., on a freezing snowy night, the gang donned navy coats and Halloween masks and entered the Brinks building on Prince Street. Using their duplicate key, they quietly unlocked a side door and entered without triggering any alarms. Inside, they quickly tied up 5 employees without violence and spent less than 10 minutes controlling the scene. Then they loaded sacks filled with cash, checks, and financial documents, totaling $2.7 million, into waiting vehicles. The entire operation took less than 30 minutes before they vanished into the night. The next morning, the robbery made national headlines. The FBI launched an immediate investigation, interviewing all employees and collecting fingerprints everywhere. But all they found were some old rope fragments and faint footprints. There was no clear evidence, no witnesses, and no photographs. The FBI questioned over 500 suspects across Boston, but found nothing. The gang members lived quietly apart from each other, careful not to spend the stolen money too quickly for fear of being tracked. 6 years later, tensions rose inside the gang. One member, Joseph "Specs" O'Keefe, was arrested for a minor offense and decided to betray the others in exchange for a lighter sentence. He confessed everything to the FBI, naming every member and revealing the entire robbery plan. In 1956, just days before the statute of limitations expired, the FBI arrested nearly all members of the gang. The trial became a national sensation. Almost everyone was convicted and sentenced to long prison terms. Surprisingly, over $1 million of the stolen money was never recovered and remains missing to this day. The Brinks robbery shows us that no matter how carefully planned a crime is, human flaws can bring it crashing down. What do you think? If there had been no betrayal, would this crime have ever been solved? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Heist for more thrilling true crime stories and legendary heists.